So recently it's come to my attention that my opinions of Pokemon are awful. I've come to learn that my opinions of Pokemon are, we'll say abnormal, which I didn't know. So I figured I might as well share with you guys what's going on, everyone. Welcome to a very special video where I'm going to start a series on my channel where I go and I just rank stuff for Pokemon. I did this on stream a couple days ago and I found out that my opinions are terrible. So I figured I would let you guys know and get some feedback from you guys on how bad my opinions are. So let's go ahead. We're going to start right off. And so let's go ahead and start out with Big Boy Charizard. It is no surprise to everybody where Charizard is going to go on this tier list. I hate Charizard. I hate Charizard so much. It is my least favorite Pokemon, almost my least favorite Pokemon of all time. And here's why. So, whenever you look at Pokemon in the anime, they all have extremely different personalities. You have Turtwig, who is super cool and funny. You have Piplup, who's kind of a baby. But then you have Charizard, who's just a complete and total dick. And I really dislike him. I really dislike him for that reason only. If we're talking competitive usage, Charizard would be like all the way up here because I love using it. So because of that, I'm actually going to put Charizard in the B tier. Charizard is, I always joke around that it's, and actually I'm going to put it in C. I dislike it that much. I dislike the pandering to it, everything like that. But I do enjoy using it competitively, so it's not going to go in D tier. It's going to go in C tier. Yeah, that's where I'm going to stick with it. So Sableye, I'm gonna put, since they don't have the other starters on this ranking for whatever reason, Sableye I'm gonna put it in the same tier as Charizard, mainly because of Inteleon. Its hands. What in the world is up with its hands? It makes literally no sense at all what's going on with those things' hands. Hate it, can't stand it. Delphox, easy D tier. Charmeleon is actually an A tier Pokemon. I love it. I really do. Chestnut, I think we're going to put it in the same tier as Charizard. I'm not going to rank these within the tier. I'm only going to do that for the S tier Pokemon. Ivysaur, Bulbasaur, and Venusaur, they're the worst starters of all time. That's not even like I'm hating them to be funny. No, I actually do. I hate Venusaur. I've never used it on a playthrough. I will never use it on a playthrough. I drafted it one time in God, it was X and Y when I drafted it actually, and it was fun to use, I guess. It not my Pokemon. Charmander, seriously, it's an S tier Pokemon. I always joke with Ben that I dislike it. Charmander is cute as hell. I love it. I love Charmander. Next up, I want to go with something that's also a little, probably not standard for a lot of people. Let's talk about Meganium. Meganium, in my opinion, is an A tier Pokemon. I love this Pokemon. It might suck competitively, but it is perfect for the type of Pokemon that I love. I love Pokemon that are quadruped. Things like Mudsdale are another high tier favorite Pokemon of mine. I love quadruped Pokemon. I love the fact that it reminds me of Littlefoot from The Land Before Time when I was growing up. Loved that show. Most importantly, I think that Bayleaf is also an A tier, if not an S tier Pokemon. Actually, I'm going to put Bayleaf in S tier. I love Bayleaf. And I like Meganium less, but because it evolved from a Pokemon that I like so much, it's going to go in A tier. I really do like it. It's not the strongest. It's not the best Pokemon to use in a playthrough, but the nostalgia that it gives me with what it reminds me from as a kid, love it. Wartortle's pretty cool. Squirtle is cute. And then Blastoise is pretty rad. Yeah, that's about where I'm going to leave that one. Typhlosion is my favorite starter from Gen 2. Feraligatr is also really cool, but Totodile is literally one of the cutest Pokemon of all time. Love it so much. Trico is middle of the tier. The whole line is, realistically, I don't have anything super big that like stands out about it. So next, I kind of want to jump around a little bit because I just did Gen 2. I started Gen 3. I actually want to leave Blaziken and Swampert alone for just a little bit, and I want to jump to Gen 5. I actually want to give Emboar an no, I'm going to give it an A tier spot. And I'm also going to give Tepig an A tier spot, but I'm going to give Pignite a D tier. I really dislike its onesie. I think it makes me uncomfortable. It reminds me of Jack Black in Nacho Libre, which I hated that movie. Really didn't like it all that much. I just don't like Pignite. I think it's awful. I really like Emboar. I think it's super cool. I'm also not a big fan of super fat Pokemon. For example, I don't really like Snorlax all that much because it's just a fat Pokemon, and I think that they tend to not be as cool and powerful looking. They tend to look a little bit slower, and that's just not what I find attractive in a Pokemon. But Emboar, I really like the designs on its stomach. I really like its collar of fire. I really like Emboar as a Pokemon, and Tepig is just cute as hell. Samurott, I love. I think it's rad as hell. Duat, I think is really cool. Oshawott, D tier. Again, another Pokemon where the anime ruined it for me. It was supposed to be like the comedic relief in the 5th gen anime, but the 5th gen anime didn't need any comedic relief because there was no action in it. So it was like comedic relief on top of really annoying Silent being the connoisseur of everything. I did not like Oshawott's role in the anime at all. Serperior is really cool. I actually just won a championship with Serperior, which made me like it a lot more. Snivy is meh, and I like Servine in the middle of them, so it kind of is what it is. Quilladin, we're gonna put Quilladin with Snivy, and Chespin we'll put with Quilladin. This whole line is kind of sort of meh to me. It's like I could live without it, but it's here, so it's here. Next up, we'll go back to Gen 3. We'll do Blaziken. So Blaziken, in my opinion, is one of the coolest fire starters that we have ever had. I love this Pokemon. Combusken, it looks like a yup. So I don't really like it all that much. And then Torchic, I think is all right. Mudkip, I love Mudkips. I think it's cute as hell. Marshtomp looks derpy. And Swampert. Swampert, I really like as a Pokemon, okay? So here's why I'm putting Swampert. I'm going to put Swampert in A. If the Gen 3 sprite of Swampert did not look the way it did and did not make it look like just a fat blob sitting on the screen, it would be an S tier. That one sprite ruined it for me, and I cannot unsee that sprite whenever I'm looking at Swampert as a Pokemon. It is not attractive to me in the slightest. Turtwig, again, I love Turtwig. I hate Grottle. I think they took Turtwig and they tried to make it like Armadillomon, and it doesn't work. Armadillomon is Armadillomon. You cannot make Grottle Armadillomon. I don't like it. But Torterra, also cool as hell. Chimchar, I love. Monferno, I love. And Infernape, I'm going to put in A tier. So Infernape is going in A tier specifically because I like Monferno and Chimchar so much more. I cannot put them on the same place. Piplup, D tier. Awful Pokemon. Prinplup, even more awful. Empoleon, middle. Braixen, you can go down here with your other family. This one is where I'm afraid I'm going to get a little bit of slack. Greninja, I'm going to put in C tier with Charizard. I think that it's kind of sort of meh. It's just not as cool as I would like it. It's a little too skinny in its legs. Its upper thighs look way too spherical. And it's not what I like in a Pokemon. It's way too frog-like. I know that's a really bad talk for the frog Pokemon, but I just don't like its legs. I think its legs look really weird. Dislike it. Frogadier, though, Frogadier is the perfect middle stage evolution. If you look at middle evolutions, Bayleaf, Frogadier, and Quilava are the perfect middle evolution Pokemon. If everything looked like these three, I'd be down for it. I would be down to clown. And then Froakie will put in A tier. Rowlet, this is another one I'm going to really dislike. Too spherical. It does not have enough emotion for me to feel attached to it. If you look at Chikorita, right? Chikorita has emotion behind it. It has a cuteness factor. It has a personality. Chimchar, I'm sorry, not Chimchar. Well, yeah, Chimchar and Charmander, they both have personality behind them. They have a coolness to them. They have a cool aspect that makes me really like them. Rowlet has no personality behind it whatsoever, and I hate that. I absolutely hate it. Dartrix, I hate even more. But Decidueye, I think it's cool as hell. A stilt owl, that is sick. I love Decidueye, but these Pokemon, they have no personality, no emotion. They have a weird personality, weird emotion behind them, and I just don't really like it. Litten is cool. Torracat is another middle evolution that I think was done perfectly along with these three. And Incineroar I'm going to keep with Litten because it is pretty cool. Sorry about my phone. Poplio is meh. It's on the same level as Greninja. Brionne, awful. Absolutely terrible middle evolution. If you told me that Brionne was even a Pokemon, I would say, no, it's not. No, it's not. But it is. Primarina, cool as hell. Grookey. So this is the one time, actually let's go ahead and just put Scorbunny in S tier. I love Scorbunny, I love Raboot, I love Cinderace, best starters from, I think they might be the best fire starters of all time, or they're coming really close with the Cyndaquil. Grookey, in my opinion, is, I don't even know how to express it. I don't know. It's not S tier. I think I would put it in A tier. It's either A or B for me. Yeah, it's either A or B. I'm gonna keep it in B. I'm going to keep it in B just because I have a lot of Pokemon that are A tier in these starters and I have a lot of Pokemon that are S tier. But this is my opinion and the only ranking of Pokemon that matters. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you enjoyed some of the edits I did with it, and I hope that you guys enjoyed just going along with me on this journey. If I have terrible opinions, let me know in the comment section down below. But please remember, leave a like, help me out with that YouTube algorithm, hit that bell if you're subscribed. If you have not subscribed yet, subscribe. It's free. It's free. Please subscribe. With all that, guys, thank you all so much for watching, and I hope to see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.